Hey, hey, hey. Happy Wednesday. Come on in, pull up a chair. The Daily Dope is in the air. Howdy, 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 gang. Yes, I'm Jeff McAleer, back once again as your host here at The Daily Dope, presented by thegaminggang.com, which I happen to be the founder and editor-in-chief in my 10th year, covering the hobby as well. So welcome aboard. Tonight is Wednesday, December 4th. This is episode 403 of The Daily Dope. This is the first time popping in to check out the show. Let me point out, very, very casual. Just pretty much talk about tabletop gaming, get a bit of chat going since it is a live stream as well. But it's not rocket surgery or anything like that. So I do want to point that out. As I mentioned, because this is live on YouTube, there is chat on YouTube. It's not on screen. It's one of the ways that I keep some of the more unusual commenters at bay, but I do pay attention to chat. So if you are watching live, feel free, say howdy, or if you got a question, comment, fire away, and I will respond. So, chat's already rocking and rolling. We got Dan from No Enemies here. Doug Roberts is in the house. Doug will be happy about the first news piece that I've got. Maybe. Will Burton, TOG, Tug, the original Grognard, is in. The Madman's here. Kevin Thorpe's here. Beat Cafe is here. Ooh, man, I'll tell you. Just a lot going on. So, anyway, welcome aboard. Do want to point out that if you like the video, please give it a quick thumbs up. And of course, if you subscribe to the channel, be sure to ring that little bell, because if you do, it'll notify you not only of when this stream goes live within about a minute or so, it'll also inform you when my standalone videos are uploaded, including tonight's review of Crowbar, the Rangers at Point du Hoc. Oh, let's get that in the shot. Yep. So, this review will be up at around, should be done uploading probably about 10 p.m. Central. Maybe a little earlier than that. I don't know. Takes a while to upload stuff to YouTube, that's for sure. So, anyway, as I mentioned, be sure to ring that little bell. Of course, tell a friend, tell two friends. And when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, by all means, please visit thegaminggang.com for all the latest in gaming news, reviews, comics, movies, TV. You know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Before I jump into the news, do want to thank those out there who have been going to the One Bookshelf sites and utilizing the banners over at thegaminggang.com for like Dungeon Masters Guild, Drive-Thru RPG, the Wargame Vault, all those. Really, really appreciate that. There have been a lot of sales going on past few days, so thank you. Thank you very much. Every little bit does help. So Hubcam 210 is also in chat with us tonight as well. So let's jump on into the news. I've got a good amount of news out there. Got a good swing of different stuff too. So to start off, yeah, you know what? Let me grab a sip. Once again, it is bone dry in the Duct Tape Studios. Although I keep thinking of changing the name to the PVC Pipe Paradise. That's another thing. I had a lot of stuff. Like my overhead camera hangs on this rig that I built. Anyway, jumping into the first news piece. Newcomers Alone Editions is a combat card game. It's up for crowdfunding. Here's the dope on Way of the Samurai. In Way of the Samurai, you play the famous swordsman Miyamoto Musashi to live. Oops. The heck? How did that video start already? Hold on. This is a solo card game with simple and fluid mechanics. Way of the Samurai offers strategy, risk-taking, deck building, and combinations. A game lasts on average about 20 minutes and can vary between 1 and 30 minutes. Setup is extremely fast and the game has a high replay value. It better if you have games that could last only a minute. The game is offered in a compact box and is easy to carry. The rules will be in English and French as there is no text on the cards. The game will never be marketed in stores. It is exclusive to Kickstarter, so don't miss it. Those are their words, not mine. So there is a short Kickstarter video. Let's take a peek.
Prepare your blade for an epic duel. Way of the Samurai is a single-player card game that will put you in front of formidable opponents. Master your strength, your technique, and your defense while finding the perfect balance to give the most powerful blows. Spend your ki to gain power or clairvoyance. Every attack can be fatal. Be attentive. This purely single-player game can last between 1 and 30 minutes. A bad strategy at the start of a fight, and it's your head. The Way of the Samurai, taught by Miyamoto Musashi, awaits you.
Just wouldn't get off that video there. Jeez. Anyway, Way of the Samurai is for one player, ages 10 and up, plays in around 20 minutes. Project is over 150% funded, and you can reserve a copy of the standard game with stretch goals for a $17 pledge. There is a deluxe edition that is going to include a 2-player variant. You have to get the deluxe edition to get that. That is available for a $23 pledge through December 12th. Expected delivery is March of next year. So, I know Doug Roberts kept asking, hey, did anybody check this out? And I did. And I'll be very honest. There are red flags galore with this Kickstarter. Personally, I would not back this. I am sharing it. I'm cool about sharing the news and that. But I do have to point out, this is probably not something that I would back because there are quite a few different reasons. Number one, they have no website. So Alone Editions has absolutely no website whatsoever. They have a Facebook page. That's it. And I am a firm believer. I tell people all the time when I do some Kickstarting consulting that you need to invest the $20 it takes to get yourself a domain name and create a website. I don't care if you got to do it through GoDaddy and you do $3 monthly hosting or something like that. You got to have a website. These guys don't. Another red flag. This is not a US-based Kickstarter. This is out of France. So they have really any. Usually with Kickstarters, you don't really have any kind of recourse, I guess I'll say, if they don't deliver, depending on where you live. So I know some states, they do have their attorney general can get involved. We haven't really seen a whole lot happen with that, especially as far as gaming Kickstarters that have failed to produce. So that's another red flag that it's not here in the US. Yet another red flag. The creator of this has backed one Kickstarter project. One. That doesn't go over too well. In fact, for all we know, the Kickstarter project that is being backed is their own project. So I didn't think you could do that, though. But yeah, there's just a lot of things. It just doesn't vibe with me. Now, that's not to say that this game won't be produced and it won't be delivered or anything like that. It's just from my experience over the years, there are things to keep an eye out for that lead you to believe that maybe it's not such a good idea to back a certain project. The other one is the price point is pretty low. And when you have really low price points like that, because it almost sounds like, oh, this is a little too good to be true. Oh, hey, the other one that I was going to say, the one of the major red flags is this won't be available through any kind of retail distribution. That is another big red flag when companies are telling you, oh, well, yeah, you won't be able to get this in stores. It's because they are unable to actually put together any kind of distribution. So, anyway, but Doug, yeah, I did share the news for you. You're like, well, okay. Like, thanks a lot, man. So, you guys come and watch the show because I tell you what I think. I'm not here to just soft soap everybody. Yeah, I give you my opinion. And my opinions can be wrong. It does happen. But sometimes my opinion goes against the grain and I'm right. So, anyway, next news story. Coming soon from Deepwater Games is Fantastic Factories. And here's the dope. It's a manufacturing arms race. Compete against other players as you try to build the most efficient set of factories in the shortest time. You must carefully manage your blueprints, train your workers, and manufacture as many goods as possible in order to achieve industrial dominance. In Fantastic Factories, you race to manufacture the most goods or build the most prestigious buildings. There are elements of dice rolling, worker placement, engine building, resource management, tableau building, simultaneous play, and some card drafting. Enough mechanics in there for you? Each round is split into 2 phases, the market phase and the work phase. Once any player has manufactured 12 goods or constructed 10 buildings, the game end is triggered and one additional and final round is played. The player with the most points wins, combination of building, prestige, and manufactured goods. With over 30 unique blueprints and countless synergies across buildings, each game is unique. Fantastic Factories offers a lot of replay value and satisfaction as players discover new factory engines with each game. Fantastic Factories is for 1 to 5 players, ages 14 and up, plays in 45 to 60 minutes, and will carry an MSRP of $40. So here's the thing that I kind of understand with this. I do not have an exact release date, but I do understand that this was successfully kickstarted and all their copies have gone out to their backers. So this is supposed to be hitting retail very soon. That's all I know. Very soon. So Dan from No Enemies here is like, Machikoro? I don't know. Machikoro doesn't have all that dice rolling plateau build. Well, it does have the plateau building, but it looks like there's like tons and tons of mechanics that are jammed in here. I have no idea. I have not heard any, any whispering through the grapevine or anything like that about how this game plays. But one thing that kind of strikes me is, especially for those out there who play PC games, for some strange reason, just the whole concept of factories and assembly lines and production is suddenly a big deal. You see a lot of games that have this like factory motif to them. So I don't know. Maybe it's because so many people are feeling like they're just cogs in a machine in this modern world. So I don't know. All right. So the Op Games has a release that everybody is clamoring for. In fact, it is selling out at a tremendous rate. And yes, I'm talking about Talisman Disney Kingdom Hearts Edition. Here's the dope. The mystery and the wonder of one of the most memorable franchises of all time is going home with Disney and gaming fans in the form of a new vessel. The highly anticipated and fantastical collection-bound creation, Talisman Disney Kingdom Hearts Edition is here. Brought to life by a partnership between the Op Games, USAopoly, I should say, and Games Workshop Limited, because God forbid we don't forget to put in the limited. The sentimental pairing of digital and analog IPs puts players in the shoes of their favorite Disney Kingdom Hearts characters, such as Sora, Kairi, Riku, King Mickey, and others, for a unique twist on the adventure hobby game known for gathering RPG enthusiasts around the globe. Through its immersive tabletop experience, Talisman Disney Kingdom Hearts offers a new way for loyalists of the Square Enix video game series to enjoy its nostalgic spirit and stunning visuals. 2 to 6 players must defend unprotected worlds from attack by the Heartless by conquering 3 levels: the realm between, the realm of light, and the end of the world, through which they must collect strength and magic to seal the door to darkness and protect the Destiny Islands. Trailing the Disney Kingdom Hearts franchise's 17th anniversary, the game also carries on the delight of attendees who experience its playable preview at this year's Gen Con. The set's skillfully crafted components include custom playable miniatures of Goofy, Donald, Aqua, and more. An artful game board boasting familiar Kingdom Hearts locations such as Neverland, Traverse Town, Atlantica, and Olympus Coliseum, as well as 250 or more cards and objects that capture and influence the game's signature unpredictable outcomes. Talisman Disney Kingdom Hearts is for, as mentioned, 2 to 6 players for ages 11 and up, plays in 60 to 90 minutes, and does carry an MSRP of $69.95. As I mentioned, I am hearing that this is selling out quickly. It's Kingdom Hearts, right? I have never played any Kingdom Hearts. Ever. No. I never have. I played a little Final Fantasy, a few of the Final Fantasies, but never played Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. It's never jumped out at me. But like I said, a lot of people are jumping on board this. That is for sure. Although I got to admit, taking a look at that Mulan miniature, those look like the minis. The detail's a little soft on them. I do not know. I have not seen them close up. All right, so it is Wednesday. So you already know I've got a review of Crowbar, the Rangers at Point to Hawk later on. So it's a Wargame Wednesday. So let's talk a little bit about some wargaming news, because Hollandspiele's latest game is available right now, and I've got the dope on Westphalia. Westphalia concerns the diplomatic negotiations and military campaigns that brought an end to the 30 Years' War and 80 Years' War. The question isn't a matter of who wins the war. That was decided a long time ago. Instead, each player seeks to arrive at a settlement that meets their own political, confessional, and economic goals. Those goals are not mutually exclusive. If multiple players meet their victory conditions, they all win. The trick is, if all 6 players manage to meet their goals, then the game goes to a scoring round and only 1 player wins. The result is a mix of cooperation and competition between 6 asymmetrical factions: Austria, Bavaria, Spain, France, Sweden, and the Dutch Republic. The game unfolds in alternating diplomacy phases, in which anything and everything is up for negotiation, and military phases, in which tense cat-and-mouse chases give players the leverage they need in talks. There's no money in the game, only debt. That rings a bell. You can only ever seem to get more of it. That also rings a bell. At the end of the game, your debt is reduced according to your accomplishments, and the remaining debt is compared to faction-specific benchmarks to check for victory. Additionally, 2 factions must ensure that 2 other specific factions meet their goals in order to meet their own. Austria must ensure victory for Bavaria and Spain, while France must do the same for Sweden and the Dutch Republic. This isn't mutual, however. Once Bavaria gets what it wants, for example, it can hang Austria out to dry. This is game for exactly 6 players, no more, no less. It cannot and does not scale to suit other player counts. I find that very interesting. So, Westphalia is for 6 players only. For ages 14 and up, that is my guess. Plays in about 2 hours, and does carry an MSRP of $50. It is on sale right now. I believe it's through the end of the week. It is on sale for $45. So I get the vibe that this is heavily inspired by Diplomacy, the old classic Avalon Hill game, which people talk about how, we played Diplomacy and it was the end of friendships. That wasn't the case. Now, we did have some heated discussions break out during games of Diplomacy, but never where it was people going crazy. So this does look very, very interesting. So, and it's got some pop. It's got some visual pop as well to it. As Dan says, the brain of Tom Russell. Yeah, so Beat Cafe says, that looks cool. Now I only need 5 people to play with. And Hubcam is asking, what Final Fantasies did I play? I played 4, 5, and 6. Those are the ones I played. I have not played anything recent. Well, okay, I take it back. I've dipped my toes in a little, but I haven't gotten really involved in them. Because, for one, they all always have kind of like a similar story style to them. And granted, yes, they're all different. And they all seem to take place in different places. But, you always have the Chocobos? Aren't they the Chocobos, like the chickens you ride? They always seem to be in it. So, alrighty. So, on to some role-playing game news, because it's time to save money on RPGs again. I've got the dope on the latest bundle of holding. Hero! We've resurrected our December 2015 13th Age bundle, featuring PDF ebooks of the best-selling tabletop fantasy role-playing game, 13th Age, from Pelgrane Press. Created by Rob Heinsu and Jonathan Tweet, lead designers of the 3rd and 4th editions of Dungeons & Dragons, 13th Age combines the best parts of traditional D20 RPGs with story-focused rules that let you run the kind of game you most want to play. A huge hit in both its original run and its previous revival in May of 2017, this re-resurrected bargain-priced offer gives you everything you need: rules, monsters, treasures, adventures, and even music to run your own 13th Age campaign in the Dragon Empire or the setting of your choice. For just $19.95. I don't know, for some reason I just want to do that kind of voice right there, You're listening to WFCZ. Anyway, for $19.95, you get all 3 titles in this Revive Rules Starter Collection, a retail value of $62. As complete DRM-free PDF ebooks and MP3 music tracks, including the complete 325-page 13th Age rulebook, the 13 True Ways rules expansion, and the huge 13th Age soundtrack with atmospheric music for your play sessions. I do not know what makes a huge soundtrack. It's like 20 tracks? If you pay more than this Revival's threshold price of $33, you'll level up and also get this offer's entire bonus collection with 7 more supplements worth an additional $81. There's Eyes of the Stone Thief, Gareth Ryder Hanrahan's massive 364-page campaign in pursuit of and inside a colossal living mega dungeon. 13th Age Bestiary, a horde of creatures that work as both monsters and rivals, with hundreds of variant versions, plus adventure hooks, advice on building battles, and items you'll find in their lairs. There's the Book of Loot, a 72-page collection of hundreds of new treasures. Shadows of Eldalon, an ideal introductory adventure set in a small town with dueling wizard schools. That's nice. Diamonds and Shadows, available exclusively in this offer and nowhere else. This 171-page adventure collects, updates, and expands 7 modules from the popular first season of the 13th Age organized play program. There's also Candles, Clay, and Dancing Shoes. Your PC has gold to burn? Spend it on these 6 bizarre one-use magic items that make everyone's life more interesting. There's also Summoning Spells, a 13th Age monthly installment with new Demon, Elemental, and Archon summoning spells, plus stats for summoned Archons, Elementals, and Laughing Demon. Don't forget, 10% of your payment after payment gateway fees will be donated to this offer's designated charity, Human Rights Watch. Seems like this bundle is going to run through December 31st, so up until New Year's Eve. So I have to say, the first part of the bundle, the 1995, I don't know, it doesn't seem as really cool as most of the starting levels of the bundles of holding. Maybe it's because I don't really care about the soundtrack myself personally, so that might be it. But when you get to the second level, that is actually a really good deal. For $33, that is a lot of fantasy gaming to get your hands on. So I think that is a very good deal. So Kevin Thorpe says, oh no, there's no 13th Age Glorantha? Not in this bundle of holding. There is a second bundle of holding I'm going to talk about tomorrow, which is all adventures. I do not believe there's any Glorantha in that either. Also, I have noticed we are starting to see some... Chaosium had announced that they're going to do kind of one of these things where, like we've got for Dungeon Masters Guild and Storyteller's Vault, for RuneQuest, for Glorantha, they're going to roll out stuff for people to actually create their own content and sell it. Now, I don't know if it's going to be through Chaosium. I don't know if it's going to be only through, like, say, Drive-Thru RPG. I don't know. I have not dug in deep enough. I don't think they've actually given all the details as far as what's going on with that either. But that should be pretty interesting. See a lot of people's takes on RuneQuest and Glorantha as well. All right, my final news piece. Cubicle 7 Entertainment has released The Enemy in Shadows Companion. It's out in PDF. And here's the dough. The Enemy in Shadows Companion is an indispensable guide to the first part of the epic Enemy Within campaign, the classic Warhammer Fantasy roleplay adventure that inspired a generation of gamers. Packed with additional rules, optional NPCs, tantalizing adventure hooks, and wise words of advice for new and veteran GMs alike, it is the perfect addition to enhance your experience of the Enemy Within or any WIFRP adventure. I'm getting better at doing that. So, the Enemy in Shadows Companion is the essential companion, to campaigning in the Reichland. It includes exclusive insight and commentary from Warhammer Legends Graham Davis and Phil Gallagher. The Empire, a look at the foremost power of the old world, its politics and influence. Travel in the Empire, road travel, mounts, vehicles, and the hardy road wardens who struggle to keep the Empire's byways open. A plethora of new NPCs to aid, hunt, frustrate, and scoff at your players. There's the Purple Hand, an in-depth look at the most insidious of cults, including a new career, the cult magus of Zinch. There are new spells, in fact 25 brand new chaos spells for the mad, the desperate, and those unafraid to wield true power. 3 classic encounters, including the beastly Pandemonium Carnival and its terrible menagerie of monsters, not all of whom are caged. The classic adventure, The Affair of the Hidden Jewel, a dramatic tale of heroics and intrigue with fully updated rules. The Enemy in Shadows Companion is the perfect addition to any group playing through The Enemy Within or any other campaign in the Empire. The 118-page companion is available in PDF right now at Drive-Thru RPG for $17.99. Very cool, very cool. I got the PDF of it. Cubicle 7 has forwarded that on to me. I think it just came out, I think it was the day before yesterday. So I am looking forward to taking a peek. I don't do reviews on PDFs though. So I will have to see if Sammy, I have a couple of new correspondents who I am awaiting on their reviews. But I will have to see who I can assign it to. Maybe Sammy, because I think Sammy likes Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. I'll have to double check. All right, so anyhow, so Kevin Thorpe says that the kind of like creators kind of Glorantha RuneQuest kind of like sell your own stuff, like, you know, you're doing open game license, is going to be through Drive-Thru RPG. Cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to be Drive-Thru RPG or if they were going to create their own website for it. So, but yeah, I guess it's Drive-Thru RPG. Cool deal. Right, so as I was talking about with that companion, it is available at Drive-Thru RPG. I opened the show by thanking so many people out there who've really been helping out by visiting Drive-Thru RPG and Dungeon Masters Guild and things like that. But before they do, they actually stop by thegaminggang.com and click on one of our banners. And that way, if they happen to make a purchase, I get a little portion of that sale. And there have been a lot of people doing that the past few days. I know we had a pretty good Black Friday sale, Black Friday through Cyber Monday sale that was going on. So I'm sure that helped quite a bit as well. But really, really appreciate that. Because without that, I'd be in kind of trouble as far as the website. So yes, I know. And yeah, I know. Every few months I think, yeah, you know, I should do a Kickstarter. And I think, I'm in my 10th year. It's kind of like, I feel like an idiot doing a Kickstarter. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, so that is it for tonight's show. I do see that Dan from No Enemies here looks like he got to make it through 2 straight shows, entire shows. That's pretty incredible. And as I mentioned, keep your eyes peeled, because I will have the review of Crowbar, the Rangers at Point du Hoc, up a little later on tonight. I just have to assemble all the pieces, kind of straighten it all out, and then upload it at a snail's pace. It's really weird, because I can do a stream just fine. I mean, the stream's pretty good, but then when I do an upload, it just seems like it's way slower. I don't get it. All right, so hey, and the Madman says, I think it's time to order a few things from my drive-through wish list. You should have done it over the weekend. You would have saved money. At the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, I think almost everything was at least 33% off. So not as good as the, I want to say, isn't it the Christmas and July sale that's always the best? It's like, you see like 50% off a lot of stuff. I seem to recall that tends to be, I think, the big sale that they do. So, alrighty. Anyway, so, as I like to say, if you dig the video, please give it a quick thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to the channel. If you do, don't forget, ring that little bell, because it will not only notify you when this stream goes live, it'll tell you when new videos get uploaded as well, such as my Crowbar review later on. And of course, when you are not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, please visit thegaminggang.com for all latest news, reviews, comics, movies, TV. Come on, you know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Of course, also want to mention, anytime you see news pieces of stuff and you're like, hey, you know, I want to check that out, all you got to do, go to the Gaming Gang, either later on that night or usually the following day. I will have all those new news pieces up. I almost said nude pieces. I'll have all those nude pieces up. I have all the news up, and they have links so you can go right to whatever you need to check out. So, all right. Anyway, those of you who hung out in chat, thank you very much. Always appreciate a little bit of, get a little thing, a little combo going, keeping me company so I don't feel like an idiot just speaking into a camera lens. So, and of course, if you do watch the show after the fact, I appreciate that too. I got a soft spot for all of you. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow, which will be Thursday. So everybody enjoy your Wednesday night. And until then, happy trails. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo-boo. Zoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo. Za-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Zip-it. Whoa, hey. I didn't realize that you were still here. Well, if that's the case, then allow me to share the following information with you that I only have 20 seconds to do. So let's all take a deep breath. So, if you would like to subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel, please click right here. If you want to check out the latest episode of the Daily Dope, click right here. And if you'd like to check out a randomly selected standalone video, by all means, click right here. Once again, I'm Jeff McAleer, and thanks for watching.